Here is a note about today's program.
Eyes and lenses is an encounter with man's ability to invent instruments that greatly increase his natural powers. In this case, his power to see.
The following is from NIT, National Instructional Television. Ripples.
Can you take a picture without a camera? Your eyes can. And that's why you know how I look. There's so many things you can see and understand in the world just because of your eyes. See that building over there? It must be 10, 11, 15 stories high. But it's not too high for us to see the top of it. Aren't these tiny? All these tiny little leaves. But they're not too tiny for us to see them. Big things, little things, lots of things in between. Eyes can see things that are very close. Look at your thumb. See the little lines in your skin? The way those lines are made up make your thumbprint. Nobody else in the whole world has a thumbprint like yours. You have to look closely to see the lines, what your eyes can see up close. Eyes can also see things that are far, far away. If you go to the top of a mountain, you can see for miles and miles. Other mountains, still and strong, covered with snow. Rivers flowing away from you until they seem to disappear. Even whole towns and cities. When you look at a city from far away, it looks almost like a toy city. At night, your eyes can see things that are thousands and millions and billions of miles away. The moon and the stars. What are these eyes that allow you to see your world near and far, large and small? Everybody's eyes are almost perfectly round, with a slight bulge in the front. There are several parts of your eye which cause you to see. Those parts work together at high speed to bring you instant, clear pictures of those things at which you're looking. Here is a drawing of a human eye. We can get a better idea of how eyes work from a drawing than we can from looking at the outside of a real eye like this one. See that bulge on the outside of the eye? It forms protection for all the delicate parts that let you see. It's like a soft pillow inside and out. Light from outside your head travels through that bulge and through an opening just behind it called the pupil. Then it passes through an egg-shaped area called the lens, which is right behind the pupil. The light travels through the lens in just the right way to form a picture on the back of the eye. Right this second, you're looking at a drawing on the screen. The light from the screen is passing through the pupil of your eye, through the lens behind it, and right on back to the back of your eye. That's how you see. It's like a camera. Your eye takes a picture and shows it on the inside of your head, and you see something. Pretty wonderful machines, your eyes, aren't they? No, animals have eyes that work very much the same as yours do. Even insects have eyes. But the eyes of a cricket are so small it's hard to see them with only your eyes. But this helps. This is a magnifying glass. It makes things look a little bit bigger to you. Watch what happens when you look through the magnifying glass at the cricket. Animals and insects, like this cricket, have only their eyes to see with. But people have invented all kinds of things to help them see better. This is just one of the many eye helpers that we have. You might even be wearing something to help you see better. Many people do. I do. But I can't seem to find them. Oh, here they are. I need to wear glasses when I read. Not everybody does, just some people. If your eyes hurt when you read, or sometimes if things look fuzzy, like this, your doctor might tell you to get glasses. Glasses are important to people that need them because they make fuzzy things look sharp and clear. Eyeglasses and magnifying glasses are shaped in a special way to help you see better. People have invented other eye helpers too. The microscope is a powerful kind of magnifying glass. It lets you explore very little things. Microscope shows you many tiny parts, even this small piece of thread. We see it more clearly here because the microscope makes the thread look 20 times its real size. Let's adjust the microscope to make the thread look 60 times as big as it really is. We can even magnify the thread to 120 times its size. Would you ever know that this great twisted piece of rope was really the tiny piece of thread I just picked off my sleeve? What do you think this is? It's an ordinary leaf, as seen through the microscope. Scientists and doctors use microscopes to help them in their work. You've seen your blood when you've cut yourself, bright red and thicker than water. What does the doctor see when he looks at blood through the microscope? He can see the blood flowing in even the tiniest of vessels in the body. He can see that the blood itself has tiny moving parts as it flows through your body. And if something is wrong with the blood, he may see that under the microscope too. Many people use microscopes to explore the world of tiny things. Microscopes are used to look at tiny things because they really are tiny. There are things, though, that only seem tiny because they're so very far away. Ever look at a flock of birds flying south in the fall? Ever look at them through binoculars? Suppose you thought you saw a nest of birds in a tree way over on the other side of that field. You know what would happen if you ran over to get a closer look? They'd fly away. Binoculars allow you to see the birds close up and not scare them away. Binoculars are a lot of fun, but one of the things I've always liked is the telescope. Telescopes, like binoculars, help us see things that are far away. Here's a little telescope that I bought my son when he went in the Boy Scouts. You're looking at some baby wild animals that were photographed through a telescope, much like the one I have. It's best to watch wild animals through a telescope or with binoculars. Wild animals are so shy that if you tried to get up close to them yourself, they'd probably run away. Telescopes come in many sizes. They are big and powerful ones, too. Some are so powerful, they can make the moon seem almost as close to us as it was to the astronauts who walked on it. Scientists use those huge telescopes to study the stars. And the planets. Some stars are so far away, you would never see them with just your eyes, even on the clearest night.
Produced by the Northern Virginia Educational Television Association. Ripples was created by a consortium of 12 educational agencies in association with NIT, National Instructional Television.